He smiled, understandingly, much more than understandingly. It was one of those rare smiles. The British royal family is in chaos after Princess Beatrice has severed all ties with her family, after a shocking DNA test revealed a startling secret about her true paternity. But what explosive truth has been uncovered by the DNA test? And how will it affect the future of the monarchy? Join us as we uncover the turn of events, the DNA secret no one saw coming. The story began softly, like a quiet wind moving through the grand golden halls of England's high society. At first, it was nothing more than a faint whisper. People spoke of it in low voices during private dinners and quiet gatherings, careful not to be overheard. But like a spark in dry grass, it quickly spread. Online, it caught fire, with people everywhere joining in, eager to know more. What started as a small secret turned into a storm of curiosity and wonder. At the heart of it was a rumor so shocking no one wanted to believe it. The story claimed there was a secret DNA test that raised doubts about whether Princess Beatrice was truly Prince Andrew's daughter. For 36 years, Beatrice had always been seen as a proud and loved part of Queen Elizabeth II's family. No one could imagine such a thing being said about her. Yet here it was, out in the open, and growing louder by the hour. An unnamed source whispered that the test results hinted Prince Andrew might not be Beatrice's biological father. The very idea was too much to take in. Could it be true that one of the Queen's beloved grandchildren wasn't a Windsor by blood? The thought alone sent a chill through the royal family. It was the kind of rumor that could shake the palace walls. When the whispers reached Buckingham Palace, it didn't take long before they reached King Charles III. People close to the king shared that he was told about it within hours. His reaction was one of deep shock. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. Those nearest to him said he was worried and upset. Queen Camilla II was caught off guard. The idea that her step-niece might not share royal blood was something she never expected to hear. Within the royal circle, everyone understood this wasn't just about one person. It was bigger than that. It touched on royal traditions, bloodlines, and the deep customs that had shaped the monarchy for generations. A crisis meeting was quickly arranged inside the palace walls. King Charles, still new to his role as monarch and dealing with so many other family matters, suddenly had this new, heavy worry placed on his shoulders. Witnesses said he stayed silent when he heard the full story. His face was marked with shock and unease. He asked whether there was any truth to the claims. Though he wanted answers right away, his advisors urged him to stay calm. Acting too quickly could turn a damaging rumor into a disaster. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson were stunned when they heard about it. A close family friend shared that both of them immediately rejected the claim. They called it nonsense, hurtful, and entirely false. But even as they denied it, the damage had already been done. What has crept in, and once doubt enters royal circles, it's difficult to remove. The king understood this. One wrong word, one wrong move, and this quiet family problem could explode into a full royal scandal. Though there was no public statement, it became clear that the royal family was working behind closed doors to manage the situation. Palace staff watched the news closely, ready to act if more stories appeared. Over the years, the royals have faced divorces, betrayals, and heartbreaks. But this rumor struck differently. It wasn't just about reputation. It was about family identity, about who truly belonged to the royal bloodline. For now, the royal family remains silent, hoping time and careful planning will quiet the noise. But inside the palace, the air is heavy with worry, and yet Camilla became entangled. How? Let's see. Camilla's past shadows, the royal scandal. Princess Beatrice's heritage was already causing whispers in royal circles. But then Queen Camilla's name suddenly popped up, making everything even more complicated. What started as a simple question about Beatrice's family soon turned into a tangled story involving Queen Camilla's past. The rumors about Beatrice's lineage spread quickly, and soon people began talking about Camilla too. The quiet conversations grew louder, and the story took a surprising twist. Some people said that the man rumored to be Princess Beatrice's real father had once been connected to Camilla herself. The most shocking idea was that Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla's former husband, might be involved. Many found this hard to believe. For the Queen consort, this gossip hit very close to home. It was upsetting and embarrassing for her to hear such stories. Even though many dismissed the rumors as just gossip, the talk didn't stop inside the palace. It made Camilla face parts of her past she had hoped to leave behind. The scandal stirred old memories and feelings for Camilla. The idea that an old friend might be connected to her step-niece was hard to accept. Some say this is why Camilla has been keeping a low profile lately, avoiding public appearances while the palace quietly tries to handle the situation. Beyond feelings of shame, these rumors also raised tough questions about Princess Beatrice's place in the royal family. Beatrice, as the daughter of Prince Andrew, is known as Her Royal Highness and is ninth in line to the British throne. Her importance in the monarchy comes from this, but if the rumors were true, it could change everything. Her titles, her privileges, even her place in the line of succession. No one really knows how the royal family would handle this today. If Beatrice is not Prince Andrew's biological daughter, would she still be called a princess? Could she lose her spot in the royal line? Experts have talked about this, saying that family bloodlines are very important for royal titles and inheritance. Some believe the palace might quietly handle the matter to keep Beatrice's status and avoid any public drama. For now, Buckingham Palace has chosen to stay silent, not answering any questions about the rumors. But inside the royal home, tensions are rising. Prince Andrew is said to be standing firm, fully believing that Beatrice is his true daughter. He is ready to fight anyone who tries to challenge her. Meanwhile, Princess Eugenie, Beatrice's younger sister, is deeply upset by all the fuss. The two sisters have always been very close, and Eugenie is heartbroken that such gossip could hurt Beatrice's feelings and her sense of belonging. The York family seems to be sticking together, protecting Beatrice from the hurtful rumors. Even with the difficulties, they quietly support each other and work to keep their family strong. Though the situation is uncertain, it reminds us how powerful gossip can be, even when it touches the lives of the most important families. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson's story began like a fairy tale. Both came from rich families and had known each other since they were young. From playing together as children to meeting again at exciting events like polo matches, their paths crossed often. But it wasn't until 1985, at the Royal Ascot horse races, that their friendship blossomed into something deeper and more meaningful. This moment became a turning point, starting one of the most talked-about royal love stories in recent history. As their bond grew stronger, Prince Andrew soon decided to ask Sarah to marry him. On March 19, 1986, they happily announced their engagement, bringing joy not only to themselves, but also to the royal family and the public. To show his love, Andrew designed a beautiful engagement ring for Sarah. It was special, a bright Burmese ruby surrounded by 10 sparkling diamonds. The ruby was picked to match Sarah's bright red hair, making it a romantic and thoughtful gift that caught the eyes of many. Sarah quickly became loved by many because of her cheerful and lively spirit. Her friendly smile and quick wit brought a fresh modern feel to the royal family. Before they got engaged, Sarah had even joined her close friend Princess Diana on a visit to Andrew's ship, HMS Brazen. People loved seeing this new face with the princess, and it made Sarah even more popular. After getting the Queen's permission, which was needed for royal weddings then, Sarah and Andrew were married on July 23, 1986. Their grand wedding at Westminster Abbey was watched by millions around the world. Following their marriage, Andrew was given the important title Duke of York, and Sarah became the Duchess of York, Together, they began their royal duties, both in Britain and abroad. Their first daughter, Princess Beatrice, was born on August 8, 1988, bringing great happiness. But Sarah's pregnancy was not easy. She had health problems like high blood pressure and swelling. Still, just a month after Beatrice's birth, Sarah traveled with Andrew on a tour to Australia, leaving their baby at home. The press criticized her for this, but Sarah did her best to handle the pressure. Their second daughter, Princess Eugenie, was born on March 23, 1990, by caesarean section. During her pregnancies, Sarah faced cruel jokes from the British newspapers. She was hurt by names like Duchess of Pork. To feel better about herself, Sarah worked hard to lose weight and started promoting an exercise program called Calinetics. Though many praised her new figure, the press then criticized her for not gaining enough weight in her second pregnancy. This made Sarah feel very sad and worsened her struggle with eating problems. Behind the scenes, Sarah and Andrew's marriage was struggling. Andrew's job as a naval officer kept him away for long times. This made Sarah feel lonely and made their relationship harder. By 1991, it was clear their marriage was in trouble. Royal life, with all its pressure and attention, was very hard on Sarah. In 1992, things got worse when Sarah's close friendship with a rich Texan man, Steve Wyatt, became public. Photos showed Wyatt with Sarah's daughter, stirring controversy. On March 19, 1992, exactly 6 years after their engagement, Andrew and Sarah announced their separation. After this, Sarah stopped doing royal duties and was no longer required to represent the Queen. The palace also said it would not help pay her debts. Sarah moved to her own home in Surrey after the split, but the tabloids kept following her. That same August, pictures leaked showing Sarah on vacation with American financial manager John Bryan. The photos, which showed Bryan kissing Sarah's feet by a pool, caused a big scandal. Newspapers all over published the photos, hurting Sarah's reputation. Although one magazine had to pay for damages, the damage to Sarah's image was already done. In March 1993, their separation became official, even though some hoped they might get back together. But it seemed impossible to fix what was broken. Sarah even faced criticism from her own family. Reports said Princess Margaret scolded her for bringing shame to the royal family. There were talks of reuniting in 1990, but in April 1996, Andrew and Sarah said they would end their marriage for good. They promised to raise their daughters together, even though they were no longer a couple. Their divorce was finalized on May 30, 1996. After the divorce, Sarah lost the title Her Royal Highness, but still was called the Duchess of York. After the divorce, Sarah chose to share her story openly. In November 1996, she released her autobiography, My Story, and went on a tour to talk about her life. She hinted that she and Andrew had understood each other well during and after their marriage. Later, she said she wanted to divorce so she could build a career, something a princess was not allowed to do back then. Even after everything, Sarah and Andrew stayed on good terms. They still attended family events like Royal Ascot together. In interviews, Sarah hinted they might get back together one day. In 2013, she was invited to Balmoral Castle to visit Andrew and their daughters as guests of the Queen. When asked if she might marry Andrew again, Sarah smiled and called him her charming prince. With the paternity of Beatrice shaking, let's revisit her early years. What was it like? Let's hope to see a silver lining. A royal childhood revisited. People have been fascinated by Princess Beatrice's life for a long time. She grew up in a world full of tradition, duty, and special privileges. So many wanted to know more about her. Lately, more people have become curious about her early years. They want to understand the moments and people who shaped her childhood. Princess Beatrice was born during a time when her parents were seen as the perfect royal couple. Her early years looked like a real-life fairy tale. She was born on August 8, 1988, at Portland Hospital in London. Her parents are Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. Beatrice was their first child, and her birth brought great joy to the family. It also made Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip very happy because she was their fifth grandchild. This secured her place in the royal family's future. On December 20th, 1988, Beatrice was christened at the Chapel Royal in St. James Palace. The ceremony was grand and special, just like in royal stories. Many important people from the royal family and close friends were her godparents. Interestingly, her name was kept secret from the public for almost 2 weeks after she was born. This made her infancy feel a bit mysterious. In 1990, Beatrice became a big sister when Princess Eugenie was born. The two girls quickly formed a strong bond. Sadly, soon after, their parents' marriage started to fall apart. When Beatrice was 7, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson decided to separate. They officially divorced in 1996 after announcing their separation years before. Despite their differences, both parents stayed close and worked hard to be good co-parents. They wanted to make sure Beatrice and Eugenie never felt stuck in the middle. They made sure the girls grew up in a loving and caring home. Even after separating, their mom and dad stayed committed to being part of their daughters' lives. The Queen herself arranged a financial fund for Beatrice and Eugenie to make sure they were secure. The girls continued to enjoy the special royal lifestyle with trips, public events, and unique experiences most children don't get. But their parents also gave them chances to do normal things like visiting theme parks and playing with friends. Beatrice started school at Upton House School in Windsor in 1991. She then went to Coworth Park School before moving to St. George's School in Ascot. During these school years, Beatrice learned she had dyslexia. This made learning harder for her, but she was brave. In 2005, when she was 17, she spoke openly about her dyslexia to help others who also struggle. Beatrice faced many challenges, but was determined to do well in school. She took her GCSE exams a year later than usual and earned great grades. She got an A in drama and B's in history and film studies. In her final school year, she became head girl and joined the school choir. Beatrice showed her leadership and love for the arts. When she turned 18 in 2006, Beatrice threw a big masked ball at Windsor Castle. Even though she came from royalty, she stayed humble and had dreams beyond the palace walls. A famous photo from the party taken by Nikolai von Bismarck showed her full of grace and style as she stepped into adulthood. In 2008, Beatrice began studying history and the history of ideas at Goldsmiths, University of London. Beatrice finished in 2011 with a good degree. While studying, she worked as a sales assistant at Selfridges and volunteered at the Foreign Office press office. These jobs gave her a chance to see the world outside her royal life and learn the value of hard work. In 2009, Beatrice made a small appearance in the movie The Young Victoria. She didn't have any lines, but became the first royal to appear in a fictional film. Here she worked as an intern at Sony Pictures, but left in 2014 after a serious security problem. In 2015, Beatrice moved to New York City. By 2017, she was living between London and New York while working full-time. She uses the name Beatrice York at work. She is Vice President of Partnerships and Strategy at a technology company called Affinity. She also helps run a project that encourages top business leaders to support women in leadership. Beatrice speaks at events and does charity work, showing her strong commitment to making a difference. Recently, there has been talk again about how Beatrice grew up. Some online rumors questioned her family because Prince Andrew spent a lot of time away in the Navy. But people who know the family say there was never any doubt about her father. Beatrice was always loved deeply by him. He was very happy when she was born and has been active in her life whenever possible. As a child, Beatrice experienced both royal traditions and simple joys. She spent time in royal homes, but also loved trips to amusement parks and sleepovers with friends. Even after her parents split, They worked together to give Beatrice and Eugenie a happy, supportive childhood. A daughter caught in royal turmoil. Princess Beatrice is known for being kind and calm. But recently, even with all her royal luxuries, she has faced a very hard time in her life. While rumors and talk swirl around her, she has been quietly dealing with her pain away from curious eyes. There were online rumors saying Prince Andrew might not be Beatrice's real father. These rumors had no proof, but still spread quickly. This hurt Beatrice deeply. People close to her say she was heartbroken just thinking about such a thing. When Beatrice first heard these upsetting stories, she got very emotional. She called her mother, Sarah Ferguson, for comfort. She felt crushed by the mean words about her dad. She also talked with Prince Andrew, who told her the rumors were not true and told her to protect her peace inside. But the hurt was already there in her sensitive heart. Since the rumors began, Beatrice has slowly stepped back from being seen in public. She usually appears at royal events, charity work, and family meetings. But lately, she has not been around. She quietly skipped a big charity event she was supposed to attend with her father. She has stayed away from other public places, too. Even her usually cheerful social media posts have stopped. Friends and royal watchers say she feels very fragile and exposed. Right now, she wants to stay out of the spotlight and away from people who watch her every move. Whispers inside the palace say Beatrice might be thinking about stepping away from her royal duties for good. She was never a full-time working royal, but she has joined family events and helped with charities. Now, people think she might pull back from all this to focus on herself and her own life. It is even harder because Beatrice is a loving mother of 2 young children. She works very hard to keep them safe from the public's eyes and the pain that comes with royal troubles. What she wants most is for her kids to grow up happy and free, enjoying simple, normal things without gossip or news cameras. In these hard moments, Beatrice finds comfort from her little sister, Princess Eugenie. The York sisters have always been close. They are not just sisters, but best friends since they were young. Their bond is very strong and helps Beatrice get through this tough time. Eugenie is always there for Beatrice. She visits often, says kind words, and helps look after the children. Family friends say Eugenie is like a shield, trying to ease her sister's sadness however she can. The York sisters have faced hard times before. They stood by each other through their parents' divorce, the challenges of being royal, and the never-ending media attention. Even now, their sisterly love shines bright. It's not just Eugenie. Other royal family members have also shown kindness and care. Prince William and Princess Catherine, who have known Beatrice and Eugenie since they were little, have quietly offered their support. William, who knows what it's like to be watched closely, has shared kind words. Catherine, known for her warmth, sent Beatrice a personal note and homemade meals, simple but loving acts from one royal mom to another. These small acts of kindness from family show that behind the titles and duties, they are a close family who care deeply. Even when others judge, they show love and stand together. Though Beatrice is going through a difficult time, she can find peace in the love and help of her family. Even with the hard days ahead, those who love Princess Beatrice believe she will heal with time, warmth, and the strong support of those around her. She is still deeply loved as a daughter, sister, mother, and family member. No cruel rumors can change that. So, what was the public's reaction to this deranged information? What did the palace have to say about it? Stick with us. Rumors, social media, and silent hearts. Today, news and rumors can spread so fast. A tiny whisper can quickly turn into a loud shout, especially when it's about the royal family. Apps like TikTok and Instagram, plus many online groups, watch every move the royals make. Because of this, even private family problems can become big public stories. This happened when mean rumors about Princess Beatrice began. The internet exploded with talk. The royal family tried to handle things quietly inside the palace, but social media was buzzing too loudly to stop. Suddenly, the hashtag #BeatriceDNA started trending everywhere. Videos, posts, and thousands of comments filled TikTok and Instagram. People love royal stories, and this one caught their full attention. Some posts showed pictures comparing Beatrice and Prince Andrew. Some people said they looked very much alike. Others said they looked nothing alike at all. The guessing game kept going and going. The online talk got even worse when many people started treating it like a joke. They shared funny videos and memes. Some joked about Buckingham Palace having giant DNA tests. Others made silly remarks about new episodes of the Crown TV show. These jokes made light of something very serious and painful for Beatrice and her family. But not everyone found it funny. Many people felt sorry for Beatrice. They said it was sad to see someone's private life turned into a public show. One young TikTok user called it heart-wrenching in a post that many others shared. People thought about how hard it must be to wake up and see the whole world questioning something so important about you. Among the laughter and jokes, a strong feeling of kindness and sympathy grew. Many understood that behind the headlines was real pain. At the same time, some people said the truth needed to come out. They argued that because Beatrice is royal, it's fair to ask questions about her family background. A tweet with this idea got a lot of likes. This showed how mixed feelings about the royal family can be. People are curious not just about gossip, but about royal history, traditions, and why the British monarchy still fascinates so many. Buckingham Palace stayed very quiet. When asked, the royal family's spokesperson said nothing. Inside, the royal advisors talked about whether to deny the rumors or stay silent. In the end, they chose silence, hoping the gossip would just disappear. Even without speaking out, the royal family showed they stood by Beatrice quietly. Her younger sister, Princess Eugenie, has been a steady friend. She visits Beatrice often and stays close to her side. At a recent family event, Beatrice came without Prince Andrew but wore a happy smile. Insiders say this was planned to show everyone that Beatrice is loved, supported, and still a strong part of the family. The palace wants the noise to calm down by not joining the public conversation. This is not the first time the monarchy has faced rumors about family. In the 1990s, stories spread saying Princess Diana's friend James Hewitt was Prince Harry's real dad. Even though the timeline showed this was impossible, the rumors stayed alive for a long time. People seem drawn to royal scandals, even when the truth is clear. For hundreds of years, stories like this have followed the monarchy. One famous story is the warming pan scandal from 1688. Back then, enemies said a baby prince was secretly swapped with another in a warming pan to trick people about the royal heir. This caused great chaos and helped a king lose his throne. Even Queen Victoria faced cruel rumors about her children's parentage. The public has long watched royal bloodlines closely causing pain and trouble. These rumors matter because the British monarchy depends on blood and family ties. The crown is passed down through generations. If people start doubting these connections, the whole system feels unstable. That's why Buckingham Palace handles these stories very carefully. The crown stands for many years of history, traditions, and power, all built on the trust that royal families come from the same line. Today, with social media running non-stop, the monarchy faces new challenges. They don't control what people say anymore. The internet moves quickly, and curiosity spreads everywhere. Beatrice's rumors are a painful example that even those born into royalty are not safe from gossip and suspicion. A royal family facing shadows of the past. The British royal family has never been free from the public's watchful eyes. Every smile, every look, every small gesture from them means a lot to many people. But inside the palace walls, problems can build quietly, like dark clouds gathering before a storm. Right now, the House of Windsor faces a new challenge. Rumors about Princess Beatrice's father have started spreading just when the royal family already has many worries. King Charles III, at 76 years old, has been dealing with his own health struggles. At the start of 2024, he went through treatment for a kind of cancer. Though he is feeling better now, the news made many people in the United Kingdom very concerned. The king's illness reminded everyone how fragile life is. Even for kings and queens, people worried not only about his health, but also about what this might mean for the future of the monarchy. One royal who often causes trouble is Prince Andrew. His connection to Jeffrey Epstein, a very troubled American businessman, has brought a lot of attention and worry. Epstein had many legal problems, especially involving young girls. Even after Epstein admitted guilt in 2008, Prince Andrew stayed connected to him, which upset many people. In 2010, photos showed Prince Andrew walking with Epstein in Central Park. This shocked the public and caused anger. Because of this, Andrew lost his official job as a trade envoy in 2011, and the royal family began to distance themselves from him. But the damage was already done. Then in 2014, serious accusations came out. A woman named Virginia Giuffre said that Prince Andrew was involved in wrong things with young women who had been trafficked by Epstein. These claims hurt the royal family deeply. Buckingham Palace quickly denied the accusations, saying they were not true. Prince Andrew gave an interview to explain his side. He said he did not remember meeting the woman and gave strange reasons, like he could not sweat, and that he was at a pizzeria with Princess Beatrice at that time. Even though Andrew said he was innocent, his public image was badly damaged. People doubted him because of his ties to Epstein, especially after Epstein's first crime conviction. The royal family took away his duties, and Andrew disappeared from the spotlight. Though he said he cut ties with Epstein, people still questioned his choices in honesty. Now, new gossip about Princess Beatrice's father is spreading online, bringing back old hurts. This is a tough time for the royal family. The new rumors might bring Prince Andrew back into the spotlight in a bad way. It threatens not only his reputation, but also raises hard questions about royal bloodlines. Being very sensitive for any royal family. During all this turmoil, Prince William and Princess Kate have been working hard to keep the royal family's image bright. They show love for their family, care deeply about their duties, and focus on important issues today. Their work in mental health and protecting the environment has earned them much respect. Through their use of social media, they have made the monarchy feel more caring and close to everyday people. They represent the future of the royal family. A future the public can understand and trust, many say. But even they face a hard job, trying to protect their own family from non-stop online gossip and rumors. In the past, royal scandals could be quietly hidden. Now, in the digital age, privacy is almost gone. Rumors spread fast, and every photo or video is examined closely by internet detectives. Young people from Generation Z and millennials talk openly about the royals. They see them as famous people to gossip about, not as distant icons. They ask tough questions and want to know the real stories behind the palace's glamour. The royal family is trying to keep its dignity while living in a world where secrets are hard to keep. This challenge goes beyond just one rumor or scandal. It is about finding a balance between today's need for openness and the royal family's tradition of mystery and history. The monarchy must find a way to stay important while respecting its long special past. The royal family is dealing with old scandals around Prince Andrew and new rumors about Princess Beatrice. The usual way of staying quiet is no longer enough to face these problems. The House of Windsor is at a turning point. It needs to protect its members and keep the trust of people everywhere. In this fast world where news spreads instantly, every move the royal family makes will be watched, judged, and remembered. Now, how did Beatrice manage the matter? Did she finally step out of the royal family? Or did she continue her duties with grace? Let's find out. Princess Beatrice's escape. Princess Beatrice has always walked her own path quietly. Before the rumors about her family started, she lived her life away from the royal spotlight. She worked hard to create her own story through her job, helping others, and her close relationships. From a young age, Beatrice showed she would not just follow old royal rules. She wanted to be her own person. After finishing her history degree, Beatrice entered the business world. She worked in different jobs and became a vice president at a tech company. Even with a busy job, she never stopped helping others, especially in causes for dyslexia. Beatrice knows what it's like to live with dyslexia, and she spoke openly about it. She wanted others who struggled to feel less alone. Beatrice also cared deeply about children and young people. She helped start Big Change, a charity with 6 close friends. This group wanted to help young people learn important life skills, not just school lessons. Beatrice was never afraid of hard work. In 2012, she climbed Mont Blanc to raise money for the charity. 4 years later, she took part in the Virgin Strive Challenge with Richard Branson and his children. They climbed Mount Etna to raise more money for good causes. Her work did not stop there. In 2017, Beatrice helped promote a book against bullying called Be Cool, Be Nice. At an event in the House of Lords, she shared how she was bullied as a young girl for her clothes. This made her more real and loved by the public. Hello magazine even called her one of the most stylish royals. In 2018, she shined at the Met Gala in New York City and later went to Laos to show the world a kind side of the UK. There, she ran a half-marathon to support a cause she cared about. Beatrice quietly took on new roles, too. In 2019, she became a trustee for the Outward Bound Trust. That year, she was honored at a New York event for her work with Friends Without a Border. She has always supported Kairos HQ, a group helping young business starters. Beatrice became an ambassador for Made by Dyslexia, and in 2022 attended the first World Dyslexia Assembly in Sweden with her husband. Her good work kept growing, and by 2023, she became a patron of the British Skin Foundation. In 2020, she was named Patron of Born, a charity helping research premature births. In her personal life, Beatrice found comfort and happiness. In March 2019, she was seen at a charity event with Edoardo Mappelli Mozzi, an Italian property developer. They had been dating since 2018 and their love grew strong. They appeared together often at special events like Lady Gabriella Windsor's wedding. Their engagement was announced in September 2019. In 2020, they married in a small, sweet ceremony, watched over by the late Queen Elizabeth II. Their wedding was simple but full of charm, very different from the big royal weddings of the past. After marrying, Beatrice embraced being a wife and mother with her whole heart. In September 2021, their first daughter, Sienna, was born. The family grew again in January 2025 when their second daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose, was born early. Having her daughters brought Beatrice so much joy. Friends say she looks happier and more peaceful than ever. But the happiness Beatrice felt was clouded by the new rumors about her DNA. While she was enjoying time off work to care for her baby, these rumors brought worry and doubt. The royal family has faced many secrets and scandals before, but this one hurt Beatrice deeply. In the fall, Edoardo stayed loyal. Friends say he is her strong support, always encouraging her and reminding her who she truly is. No matter what people say, his love helped Beatrice stay strong when she might have felt lost. Now, Beatrice focuses calmly on her daughters. She leans on her love for Sienna and Athena to keep peace inside her heart. Many think she may soon step back from royal duties to spend more time with her family and find quiet away from palace life. The royal family understands this and supports her wish for peace. Though the palace handles this carefully and quietly, Beatrice is ready to take control of her own story again. Whether she chooses to speak out for the causes she loves or simply enjoys married life and motherhood, she stands as a symbol of strength during hard times. Will the royals stand together or drift apart? Princess Beatrice's paternity remains a mystery. Buckingham Palace has said nothing to confirm or deny the rumors. This silence has made many people curious, and gossip has spread quickly. In today's world, secrets are hard to keep, and this unanswered question has caught the public's eye. Some believe it will soon be forgotten as just another strange royal story. Others wonder if it might change how people see Beatrice forever. Before all this, Princess Beatrice lived quietly. She was often seen at royal events, supporting charities, and staying out of the spotlight. She was a calm, gentle presence on the sidelines. But now everything has changed. Instead of just being a princess, she is a young mother of two facing a difficult, very personal challenge, all while millions watch closely. Surprisingly, Beatrice has received a lot of sympathy during this hard time. People who once barely noticed her now feel a quiet connection. They see the worry in her eyes and understand the heavy burden she carries. Many have faced tough family moments, feelings of doubt, or fear that private pain will be exposed. This new kindness from the public may be one good thing to come from such a tough situation. Some believe this wave of empathy could actually help the royal family. It is a chance for them to show true care and love, not just as famous figures, but as a real family standing together through difficulty. This challenge could prove their strength and kindness beyond royal titles and traditions. Whether the full story ever comes out or quietly fades away, the effects are already clear. This moment shows how much the royal family's world has changed. Long ago, secrets could be kept easily, and stories were controlled tightly. But now, people want honesty, kindness, and openness. The House of Windsor, known for surviving many storms, now faces a new test, one where trust is more important than silence. Through history, the royal family has faced lost power, fights, broken marriages, and deep sadness. They have always moved forward, holding on to the belief that the monarchy will survive any trial. But today's world demands something different. People no longer accept secrets or confusion. They want realness, courage, and care from those they look up to. Princess Beatrice's story shows how quickly peaceful life can change, and how much the world watches every royal step. It reveals the tightrope modern royals walk between old traditions and the new world of genetic tests, internet gossip, and non-stop social media. This story, whether it fades or sparks a big conversation, teaches us something important. Even the most famous family in the world must face hard truths, answer tough questions, and stand together with grace. How the House of Windsor moves forward will show if they grow stronger or feel divided. One thing is sure, the future will call for more kindness, bravery, and honesty than ever before. As the story unfolds, people are reminded that behind the crowns and jewels, these are real people with real feelings. They face the same fears, hopes, and pains as everyone else. And in this shared humanity, perhaps we can all find a little more understanding and compassion. What do you think? What will Beatrice do when the true paternity is revealed? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before you go, be sure to click on the video shown on your screen.